Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetstools.com and today we are going to do the quick unboxing and quick review of LG G Flex. This LG G Flex has already been opened, so this is an unboxing which is being done for you only, and I have been using this device for more than 2 weeks now, and this is a pretty decent device and it is very different from the other smartphone which we have seen recently, because this one has a flexible curved display, and again it does not have glass on the front but it has plastic, and we will take a look over that in close. This is how the box look like. As you can see, pretty simple box, black box as you can see over there, and it says made in Korea. These are the specifications for the phone, maybe you can say the IMEI and the serial number, and here we have the phone itself. Once we open the package, we get the phone and other things which we will show you later on. So this is how the phone looks like, pretty good. In terms of the overall design, this phone definitely feels very much different from the other phones which we have seen. It has this flexible display which is a curved display which we have on this device, and at the back side as well, the kind of back cover it has, it is glossy in nature, but this back cover has the capability of self-healing itself. So even if you scratch it over here at a specific room temperature, it will automatically heal itself. So we will talk about that later on in detail. Let's take a look what we have in the package apart from the device. So if we take a look over in the package, inside the package we get these headphones which are very good quality of metallic headphones. These are metal headphones over there, come from LG, and they're very good in terms of the sound quality as well, and I have used them. This is how the module look like, which actually allows you to control the volume on these headphones, and you do have a button as well to pick the call. And again, this is how the L-shape audio lead look like. Apart from this, if we take a look over the charger, this is the charger, and the output current from this charger is 1.8 ampere, not 2 ampere, but pretty good to actually charge this device quite fast. It does get charged within 2 to 3 hours. And this is the micro USB cable which comes within the package, pretty good and quite lengthy as well in terms of the length, so not a problem as far as length is concerned. And then you get some user manuals. The model number of the device is LG D958, which we have with us, and these are the user manuals and warranty card which is there. So these are all the things which we have in the package. So let's put everything back inside the package and let's take a look over the device now. One more thing, you also get these bands, the extra earbuds basically for the headphones. As per your ear size, you can actually use them as well. Now here we have the LG G Flex. LG G Flex is definitely a very revolutionary device in terms of the overall design. This device has got a flexible display. We have done a quick hands-on review on the launch event some month ago, and this device, when it comes to the display, is actually flexible, because you can actually make this device go bend like this. It will go flat and still the display won't break, because the display is actually made up of plastic. It is not glass which we see on the front, but it is plastic. It is a POLED display, plastic OLED display. The color reproduction of the display is definitely good. The viewing angles of this device as well are really good, because it has a curved display, so you can see the display from extreme angles without any issues, because it gives you a curve which actually gives you better viewing angles. As far as the vertical angles are concerned, they are also pretty good, and the display is definitely good in viewing angles as well as in terms of the color reproduction. Now talking about the overall physical design, the physical design of this phone is definitely different. And when we talk about the form factor, the phone does not weigh very heavy. Although the display size of this device is pretty huge, it is 6-inch of display which you get on this device, with a kind of a thin bezel, not very thin bezel but kind of a thin bezel which we see on a 6-inch phone. This is a pretty good phone in terms of the overall display size. The display size is huge, but still the phone is not heavy. It is around 177 grams, which is fairly good for a display phone of this size. And again, when we talk about thickness as well, the thickness of the device is around 8.7 millimeter, which is uniform even when it is curved. So the thickness remains the same, and it is pretty good again. When we talk about the body is a curved body. You have plastic OLED display, and at the back side you have a back cover which again cannot be removed, but it is a self-healing back cover which actually heals itself for different kind of scratches and other things which you will make on this device at a specific room temperature. Not all the time, not at all the temperatures. Taking a look over the overall design when it comes to the ports and connectivity, the kind of design which we see on this device as well, we do not see any physical home button on the front or on the edges. There is no button, nothing. But at the back side we see the power and sleep key, which is actually acting as a LED notification light as well. It has chrome finish to it, and it will also light up whenever you receive any missed calls or messages on this phone and you haven't read them. You have a 13 megapixel camera at the back, which is again a pretty good camera. It can do high definition video recording. You have the LED flash over here, and here you have the IR blaster. You have the volume rockers which are there. As you can see, you can easily access them. At the bottom on the back side you have the LG branding. You have the loudspeaker over here which is pretty loud as well, and it does not get blocked even when you place this device like this on a table because of the curved design. So the sound will slightly get muffled, but it will not get blocked. At the bottom we have the micro USB port for data syncing and charging. Here you have a primary microphone. On this side you have the 3.5mm audio jack on the bottom, and on the top you have nothing but a secondary microphone for noise cancellation and video chat. And then if we take a look over the edges has a nice matte finish kind of chrome grille, which actually makes this device look much more premium and very good in terms of the overall build quality as well. Now one thing which is not too impressive about the display, again the display is curved POLED display, plastic OLED display, a capacitive touchscreen, but the display resolution is not that good, especially for a 6-inch display phone. It does not have a full high definition display, but it is a 720p display. The resolution is 720 x 1280, and it gives you a pixel density of around 245 pixels per inch. But even when you take a closer look over the display, you won't notice any pixelation on the screen because of the adequate font size which we have on this device. And that is the only problem on this device, that is the display is slightly lesser for 6-inch, but again it does not feel that bad. Apart from this, one good thing about the display is that the display, even when it is plastic OLED display, it has Corning Gorilla Glass 3 protection or 2 protection, Corning Gorilla Glass 2 protection. So it is also resistant to the fingerprint and scratches, and this is the first phone I would like to say which is resistant to the fingerprint scratches, not only on the front side but on the back side as well, because it has a self-healing back cover as well. Now taking a look over the overall UI, the UI which is running on top of Android is the LG UI which we see on other LG Android phones as well, including LG G2 and LG G Pro 2 as well. Here we have the app drawer which actually lift all the application, and again the application design, the overall iconography is little bit better and different as well on this device. You have file manager, you have Hangout application which will come pre-installed, you have good number of useful application which will come pre-installed. Apart from the LG application like LG Smart World you also have Qt Hither, Polaris Viewer 5 which is an office viewer application, and you do have some other application which will definitely help you a lot. You also have an update center application which will allow you to check for software updates which are available for this device, and you can update the software on this device on the go. When we take a look at the notification center, this is how the notification center look like. Again, you do have all those features which you see on other high-end LG phones, and this phone is, again, in terms of the price, is quite costly. It cost around 70,000 rupees approximately if you plan to buy this in India. Just because it has a flexible display, this phone is slightly costly as of now. But again, in case you want to buy it, this is totally again, I would not say it is totally worth it, but again, the kind of display it has, the kind of viewing angles it has, the kind of build quality it has, it is a pretty good phone, but slightly higher in terms of the price and very much costly, I would say. That is something I can say as of now as far as the price is concerned. But in terms of the overall form factor and the build quality, this device is definitely awesome. You have all the toggles over here for the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, battery, airplane and other things. So this is how the notification center look like. You do have support for automatic brightness, and you can actually adjust the sound level of the device from here only. So you have both of these useful controls, and you do have these Q-Slide apps which actually allows you to run these apps in small multi windows, and these applications will keep on running. So with this way you can actually run multiple applications on top of whatever you are doing on the UI like this, and you can actually run multiple applications like this. And all these applications which are supported is included is the internet browser, the phone dialer, messaging application, calendar you can run, you can watch a video, you can open a file manager. So you have large number of useful applications which will be able to run in small pop-up windows, and you can also edit this list as well in case you want to. And again, let me just go back and show you the settings of the device. So once we go into the settings, let me just open the settings for you, and we need to basically close these applications which were running. So taking a look over the about version, we can see the software version as of now, and it is running on Android 4.2.2, and this is slightly a disappointment, especially for a phone which cost approximately 70,000 rupees. You do not get the latest version of Android, and again that is definitely a problem for many people out there. Let's take a look over the storage scenario as of now. So if we take a look over the storage over here, this device has 32 GB of internal storage as of now, the model which we have, and out of this 32 GB you have around 22.75 GB available to the user, and which is a pretty good storage. But again, you do not have any expansion for the memory SD card. So in case you buy the 16 GB version of this device or the 32 GB version, and if you want to actually expand the storage of the device, you do not have the option for the same. And here we have the RAM. Again, you have 2 GB of RAM on this device, and out of 2 GB of RAM, as of now in the current scenario, around 747 MB of RAM is being used, whereas 1.1 GB is free. And the device is fairly responsive, there is no problem. The device is also powered with latest hardware configuration, and we will tell you about the processor later on. Let's take a look what we have in the device. Apart from this, you do have some additional gestures which are supported, including answering a call using the help of proximity sensor. On the front, if we can take a look, it has a 2.1 megapixel camera. You do have proximity and ambient light sensors over here. I don't know whether you can see them. You have the metallic earpiece over here, and you have the LG branding at the bottom, and the touch capacitor buttons are actually within the screen, so they are not on the body of the phone, so they will take some part of the screen resolution at times. And again, when it comes to the proximity sensor, you can actually answer an incoming call, you can fade out the ringtone, silence the incoming calls, and you can do a lot more things like snoozing alarm as well with the help of gestures. You do have one-handed operation supported on this device, with which you can actually move the LG keyboard either to the left or to the right whenever you are typing on the messaging application or any other application where you are using the keyboard. You can actually move the pattern towards the right or towards the left for the pin entry or anything using this option. So you have all these options supported, which are part of one-handed operation, because this device has 6-inch of display. So again, one-handed usage of this device is kind of limited. You may not be able to reach every part of the screen on this device because this device has a pretty huge display. Taking a look over the other options, you do have guest mode supported on this device as well, just like G2. So you can actually unlock the device with the guest mode once you have specified a pattern for that, and the device will go into the guest mode, and all other applications which you have blocked in the guest mode, they will not be available. So that is again a fairly good way to actually make sure that you share your phone and still the data will remain secure and it will not get affected. And then you do have location access as well, so you can use this device for GPS navigation, and this device works perfectly fine when it comes to GPS navigation. It locks the GPS coordinates pretty quickly. You do have the option of connecting this device with the help of USB, so you can actually transfer the data. So these are all the settings when it comes to the general settings, and under display you can see that we have support for automatic brightness. When it comes to wallpaper, static wallpapers are supported, live wallpapers are supported. For video wallpapers, you can actually install third-party applications, and here we have the sound settings for different things. As you can see, you can adjust the sound, and here we have the network settings. And again, under the network settings, I would like to clarify that this device does have the option of creating a portable Wi-Fi hotspot with the help of 3G SIM card, which you will insert into this device. You can create a Wi-Fi hotspot so that you can connect other devices with it and share the 3G internet on this device. So in all, this device looks good. If we take a look over the phone dialer is again kind of basic as per the UI. Again, it does not give you the option of making a video call directly from the phone dialer. Messaging application again is optimized in terms of the overall look and feel, but you do not have the option of continuous typing. You do not have swipe to type available on this device, so you won't be able to use that feature. But again, the keyboard keys are pretty big in size on this 6-inch display, so you should not face any problem while typing in the portrait mode or in the landscape mode. And again, one thing which comes handy for this device, because this device is a curved display, so it actually gives you a more room to actually type on this device even in the portrait mode, and it is slightly better in terms of the overall form factor, especially for typing in portrait mode as compared to the other devices which does not have a flexible display. Now here we have the camera UI. As you can see, you do have autofocus supported on this device, and you can record high definition video from the 13 megapixel camera. When it comes to the image size, which is set as of now, you can actually capture 10 megapixel photos with 16:9 aspect ratio, and 13 megapixel photos will be captured at 4:3 aspect ratio. And you can actually change the focus mode to manual, face tracking and other things as well. You can control over the ISO. You have different kind of color effects which you can apply. You can use the volume rocker as well, especially the volume rocker at the back side to take the photos. You can do that. You do have different modes, and this is how the view look like from the front camera. And again, the front camera is a 2 megapixel camera, fixed focus, but it can do a pretty good quality of video chat, as you can see. So the video feed from the front camera is pretty good. That's something I can say as of now. And again, when we talk about the settings, these are the settings. You can actually take photos with sound by saying cheese, smile and other things as well. You can disable and enable the shutter sound. And when we talk about the video quality, let me just show you the video quality as well. So you can record high definition video at full resolution, that is 1920 into 1080. At 60 fps you can record the slow motion videos with full high definition, and you can also record ultra high definition videos at this specific resolution. So you get a lot of options when it comes to video recording, definitely. And again, this one can also be controlled with the help of volume rocker. So let me just take a photo as of now to show you the overall quality of the photos which you will get from this device, especially in low light. And again, we are taking this photo of the Oppo N1 in this room with some artificial light, and let's find out how's the photo coming out once we take it on this device. And once we have taken the photo, this is how it looks like. And again, the photo looks pretty good in terms of the overall colors. I would say it is almost the same. It is little bit brighter, but when it comes to the actual colors, which has been reproduced over here are not exactly the same, but it still at least it looks good and better in terms of the details as well. So the details are good but not that great, but this camera actually on this device performs much better in daylight, and in low light it performs pretty okay. Now taking a look over the hardware configuration, the model number of the device is LG D958. As you can see, it has got an ARM V7 processor. It is 2.2 GHz Snapdragon 800 which we have on this device. The exact chipset is 8974 MSM. It has got a quad-core 2.26 GHz processor, carried 400 crores, and you have Adreno 320 as the GPU. Let me just show you the GPU configuration. It is Adreno 330. So this device is fairly good in terms of the overall hardware it has. It is as powerful as LG G2 or any other smartphone out there these days. And these are all the list of sensors which we have on this device. This device have extensive list of sensors which are there. So it is full-fledged in terms of the overall sensors which you will need on any smartphone. On multi-touch, this device supports 10-point multi-touch. So as we expected, this device has gave a very good, almost the best score which we can see. So as we expected, this device has given a very good score on Ninamark. This is 60.0 FPS, so this device is fairly good when it comes to gaming, and you will not have any kind of issues on this device as far as gaming is concerned. The only issue which I faced is that you do have these touch capacitive buttons which are always visible. So again, whenever you play games, some of the games does not run in full resolution on this device because of these touch capacitive buttons, because they take some part of the screen resolution. So that is the only problem. Apart from that, every kind of game actually runs on this device without any issues. You can play graphic intensive games, casual games, and any kind of games which actually could be considered as very heavy for mobile phones. On AnTuTu, this device has scored a pretty good score of 35592, which is definitely one of the best score which we have seen. And this device definitely, in terms of the overall benchmark, is above all other devices including Samsung Galaxy Note 3 and Sony Xperia Z Ultra. Again, this one is not above the Sony Xperia Z2 and Samsung Galaxy S5 which are now announced, but we will see how those devices actually come in comparison with this one. So again, we are going to play Temple Run OZ. This is a very casual game, so we are playing this game just to show you how's the overall response of the touchscreen when it comes to playing this game. So the graphics are definitely loading pretty fine. I can see the shadows and other effects while playing this game. The touchscreen is very responsive. There is no problem at all while playing this game. The gravity sensor on the device is also working well. So it is almost an instant response which I'm getting from the touchscreen, and you can easily play games like this, like Subway Surfer, Temple Run OZ, or Temple Run 2 as well, and any other game like this on this device without any issues. So as you can see, we are right now playing a YouTube video from our channel, and this video is being played right now in full high definition, and the overall quality of the display is really good, as I can see this video from extreme angles without any issues. And as you can see, the viewing angles are definitely good. The overall colors on this display are also good, so you can view the video pretty nicely. When we talk about the overall loudness, let me just increase the volume. So the overall loudness of the volume which comes out from the loudspeaker at the back side is also pretty loud, and it does not get blocked even when you place the device like this on a table, because the device is actually curved at the back side, so the loudspeaker does not get blocked. Now as far as the overall battery backup of this device is concerned, it gives you around 1 or 2 days of battery backup. The battery on the device is slightly good as well. You have got a battery of approximately 3500 mAh, which is definitely sufficient for this device to give you around more than 1 day of battery backup. In most of the time, we get around 1.5 days of battery backup on this device, even with heavy usage. So this device is fairly good when it comes to the overall battery backup, and the display also does not consume a lot of battery during day-to-day usage. As far as LED notification light is concerned, you do have LED notification light. The power button over here actually acts as a LED notification light as well. And let's see whether this device actually supports OTG or not. And we have a flash drive and an OTG cable. Let me just try connecting this flash drive with this device, and let's see what happens. So we have just connected the flash drive and it has detected the same. So this device does support OTG, which is definitely a good thing. So that means you can actually connect a flash drive with this device, because this device does not have a microSD memory card slot to expand the storage. So in this case, you can actually use a flash drive like this. You can have your video data and any other files which you have on the flash drive, and you can read it on the go on this device with the help of OTG's feature, which is actually supported on this device. That's all from us as far as the full hands-on review of the LG G Flix. We really like this device as far as the overall capabilities of this device is concerned. It does give you pretty good viewing angles, very nice design it has a self-healing back cover, which is again not suited for Indian environment, I would like to say, but still pretty good. The overall build quality on this device is definitely awesome. And again, one thing which I do not like about this device is the overall price. The price of this device is pretty high. It comes for approximately 70 to 65,000 Indian rupees, which is definitely very high in the market. But again, when it comes to the overall form factor and the kind of performance you get is definitely good. And this is definitely a different kind of display. Although the display resolution is 720, but it does not affect the day-to-day usage. It is pretty fast. There is no lag on the phone as far as UI is concerned. It is quite snappy as well. It is powered with Snapdragon 800 quad-core processor, so the overall performance of this device is also pretty decent. So that's all from us as far as the full hands-on review of this device. Do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. We would love to help you. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.